Okay, it's about 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. Hurricane Debby has been giving us rain for about a day and a half now, maybe a little longer. Yesterday we had about 3¼ inches of rain from when the rain started to when I went to go to bed. Today, if you look on the rain gauge over there, we're just under 2 inches. Most of that has happened probably in the last 45 minutes. We've had a really good rain band come through. So I wanted to come out here and survey a little bit while it's still raining. The reason I have to do it like this is because we have sandy soil, and this will be, most of this standing water will be gone probably 20 minutes after it stops raining. All right, so here is our swale here, and as you can see, it's full of water. Let me take the phone out there like that, and it does look like it did breach a little bit right here. So this has a little bit of water in it, but obviously not nearly as much as what's been in the past. So there's a little bit of standing water here. There's Erin right there with the bandage on her foot. And I forgot, I am not wearing my Georgia boots, so I am slopping around in water right now. So the chickens are holding out like troopers. As you can tell, they're not happy because of all the rain. And with all the extra dirt, let's see if I can come in, there we go. There, with all the extra dirt that's in here, it's pretty much dry, except for where they've made little chicken craters. Then obviously that is wet. Now, where that water is right now, before we added the dirt, the entire run would look like that. So the entire run would be wet. All right, rain is picking up again. And if it rains long enough, what's going to happen is the swale is going to get breached, and then it's going to start flooding all over through here, which it's already started doing a little bit. And let me come down here to the swale here, see if I can see if it's actually moving. So here's the swale itself. It looks like, yeah, I can see things moving in it, so the water is moving in the swale. The problem is, from this point here to probably about the end of the fence, it's almost dead flat. And once you get about to the end of the fence, then you have an actual slope on the swale. And so all of the water pools up right here because it just can't move very fast. So other than that, everything else looks like it's doing good. Chicken tractor has not moved, except for the couple of areas. The inside the chicken run is good. Andrea's mother's area does its normal flooding, but it's not that bad. The guys obviously have not been out too much today because it's been off and on raining so much. All right, I'm trying to get out of the standing water. Okay, here we go. Because we're so flat, our septic tank is, the top of the septic tank is actually out of the ground a little bit. So that's it. All right, our little shade cloth that's covering our irrigation timer. They said that not to have that in direct sun. So we built that little shade cloth enclosure for it, so it won't get direct sun. That's held out. I basically have a couple of CMU blocks holding that down, so that's not going to go anywhere. The shade cloth is not, it lets air through, it also lets water through, so you would have to have one heck of a wind gust come through to actually want to move that. Carport looks good. Andrea's turmeric, let me see how it's been holding up. That's on the other side over here. Let me get on the other side real quick. Okay, here's all of Andrea's turmeric here. For the most part, it looks good. A couple of the leaves have snapped. But other than that, it's looking okay. I'll put that one back in this little hole thingy. And this down here, this is basil. We wanted to try basil to grow, to see if we can get it to grow here. Let me move this back real quick. Okay, that makes me feel better. So yeah, other than this stuff, obviously getting waterlogged, it's pretty good. It's funny, we added a bunch of dirt to these whiskey barrels, and these two are dry. This one, for some reason, is holding water. I don't know why, because it's the same dirt that went in all three of them. So, okay. Doing a little wandering around. While I'm out here, figure I'll go out to the end of the swale. I hear police or fire or something. So let's see what it looks like here. Okay, so that's what the swale looks like right here. I might, during the off season, extend the swale. There is a swale where those bushes or where those weeds are really tall right now. There's a swale that was existing that goes through there. Alright, a little wind gust has come up, so I'm trying to ride the wind gust right now. So, alright, let me pause this and let me get back in the fence. Okay, back inside. So, I don't know how much longer this rain band's going to last, but this one's actually lasted pretty good. So I'll give it that. But yeah, with about 5 inches of rain right now, we are getting a little bit of flooding. A little bit of good news, and I'll call it good news. Andrea's mother won't call it good news. But she was supposed to fly out of Myrtle Beach in the morning. As in early morning, as in she had to get at the airport at 6 a.m. Well, that means that Andrea and her mother would have had to leave around 5 a.m. in order to get there. And with the hurricane, with the wind, and more importantly the rain and flooding, Andrea and I were not really too keen on that, because it would be at night when they were leaving, or still dark, and it's hard to see flooded roads, especially in a real flat area like ours. And then not only that, you got the wind on top of it, but her flight was canceled and rescheduled for Friday. So hopefully it can be okay for Friday. The storm should be out of here, but where she has to go, the storm might be up there. So it might be okay to fly out here, but it might not be okay to land up there. So we shall see. Alright, I keep holding my phone down. I don't mean to, because I'm looking at the rain sheets going by in the field area. So alright, let me get inside, because it looks like it's getting picking back up again. But I just wanted to give a little update of where we are in the storm right now.